I want to thank my colleagues for supporting this important legislation. I want to thank Senator Ramos for the previous bill that we just passed and for all the dialogue that we've heard on the floor. We have to recognize that, like Senator Ramos had said, that for our teenagers, the second leading cause of death is suicide. The Journal of American Medicine just this Monday released a report that showed that hospitalization for children between the ages of 5 and 18 has doubled in the past 10 years. Over 1.2 million hospitalization emergency room visits because of suicidal thoughts or suicidal attempts. We're talking about children. So this is a real epidemic, and we have to get to the bottom of it. That's why we've introduced this legislation. We were fortunate in the Mental Health Committee to have Dr. Lindsay from NYU come and really testify on the work that he's done to show the rate of suicide for black youth go up by 77% in the last 10 years, doubling that and really being a statistical anomaly compared to other races. So we have to figure out what's going on. We don't quite understand it. That's why we're putting forth this task force to come up with recommendations to figure out how we do that. And to talk about the issue that was brought up about isolating and carving out for individual groups. The reason why we're moving forward with this is because we've recognized, and we did pass legislation earlier this session to deal with this exact issue, that the Office of Mental Health and the Office of Suicide Prevention has to recognize the cultural differences within New York State. We have 19 million people from every corner of the globe. We live together with very diverse communities and very different cultures. And we have to make sure when we talk about mental illness, particularly when we are working on suicide prevention, that we're actually getting to the people that we need. And that's why we have to put together what we're doing. The Mental Health Committee is looking forward to having hearings on suicide and suicide prevention. So I look forward to all my colleagues joining us there so we can get a handle on this and we can really lead the nation here in New York State and be an example for other states to follow. So I look forward to the passage of this legislation. I want to thank my colleagues for voting for it. I'll be voting in the affirmative. Thank you, Mr. President.